The front door slammed behind me so hard the wreath fell off. Snowflakes clung to my lashes as I stood on the porch in nothing but socks, holding the suitcase they'd just shoved into my arms. My mother's voice echoed through the wood. "You're not welcome here for Thanksgiving, Elaine. Not anymore." My name is Elaine, and this is how everything changed. I remember the exact second my heart cracked open. It was 6:47 p.m. on the day before Thanksgiving. The house smelled like cinnamon and roasting turkey, the way it had every year since I was 6. I just walked in with grocery bags in both hands, the ones Mom texted me to pick up because we were short on cream and brown sugar. Dad opened the door. No hug, no smile, just a cold, flat stare. "Elaine," he said, like my name tasted bad. "We need to talk." Behind him, my older sister Vanessa lounged on the couch, legs tucked under her, sipping wine like she belonged on a magazine cover. My little brother Mason was filming something on his phone, smirking. Mom stood by the fireplace, arms crossed so tight her knuckles went white. I set the bags down slowly. The cream carton rolled out and split open on the hardwood. White pooled around my boots. Nobody moved to clean it. Dad cleared his throat. "We've decided," he started, then glanced at Mom like he needed permission to finish. Mom stepped forward. "You're not spending Thanksgiving with us this year," she said, "or Christmas, or probably ever again." The room spun. I laughed, because what else do you do when your entire family looks at you like you're a stranger? "You're joking," I whispered. Vanessa rolled her eyes. "God, Elaine, take the hint." I looked at Mason. He just shrugged and kept filming. That's when Dad said the sentence that still wakes me up at 3 a.m. "We're giving the house to Vanessa," he said. "She and Tyler need the space now that they're expecting." Expecting. My sister was pregnant, and they were giving her my childhood home. The home I'd been paying the mortgage on for the last 18 months. The home I'd saved from foreclosure when Dad's business collapsed. The home I'd quietly transferred into their names so they wouldn't lose it, because I love them. I opened my mouth. Nothing came out. Mom picked up an envelope from the mantel and held it out like it was trash. "This is the new deed," she said. "Your name's off it. You're off everything." Vanessa finally spoke, voice dripping with fake sympathy. "It's not personal, Elaine. It's just, you're never around anyway. You work all the time. We figured you wouldn't mind." I stared at the envelope. My hands shook so hard I couldn't grab it. Dad sighed, impatient. "We already packed your room," he said. "Most of it's in storage. We left the stuff you actually care about in that suitcase." The suitcase by my feet. One single suitcase, 28 years of life in one battered gray roller. Mason finally lowered his phone. "This is gold," he muttered, grinning. "The internet is going to eat this up." That's when I realized they were recording me breaking, for content, for Vanessa's lifestyle channel that I'd helped her grow. From 0 to 800,000 subscribers, I built her brand. I paid her bills when sponsorships were slow. I was the reason strangers sent her free diapers and strollers. And now she was taking my house, my family, my holiday. I looked at each of them, really looked. Mom wouldn't meet my eyes. Dad kept checking his watch. Vanessa rubbed her still flat stomach like a trophy. Mason hit upload. Something inside me went quiet, dangerously quiet. I bent down, zipped the suitcase, and stood up straight. Snow was falling harder now. "Thank you," I said. Mom frowned. "For what?" "For making this so much easier." I turned, walked down the icy steps, and didn't look back. They thought they'd won. They thought I'd cry and beg. What they didn't know was, I still had the original deed in my safe. The one they signed when they were desperate, the one with the clause they forgot about. And I had something else. Something Vanessa sent me 3 weeks ago. A text thread she never meant for me to see. I got in my car, turned the heat on full blast, and opened my phone. There it was. The screenshots. The plan. The real reason they kicked me out the night before Thanksgiving. My hands stopped shaking. I smiled for the first time all day. This wasn't the end. This was just the beginning. I drove to the only place I knew they wouldn't look. The lake house. The one Grandma left me in her will 4 years ago. The one nobody in my family ever visited because it's too far and there's no Wi-Fi. They forgot it existed. I didn't. I pulled into the gravel driveway at midnight, snow crunching under the tires. The key was still under the fake rock by the door. Inside smelled like pine and old books and safety. I dropped the suitcase, poured myself a glass of the bourbon Grandma kept for special occasions, and opened my laptop. First thing I did, check Vanessa's channel. Mason had already posted the video, title, Emotional Family Decision We Never Thought We'd Make, Thanksgiving Drama. Thumbnail. Me standing on the porch, mouth open, tears on my cheeks, suitcase at my feet. Overlay text, we had to kick her out, here's why. Uploaded 3 hours ago. 1.2 million views already. Comments flooded in. Do what's best for the baby. Proud of you guys. She looks so entitled. OMG. Finally, some real family content. I scrolled until I found the one that made me laugh out loud. From an account called Justice Served Daily. Plot twist coming. Stay tuned. That was me. I'd made the account months ago, just in case. Now it was time. I opened the text thread Vanessa accidentally sent me. It started 3 weeks ago. Vanessa had been texting her best friend Riley, but she typed my name instead of Riley's in the group chat. One wrong letter, one life-ruining mistake. The messages were time-stamped. I read them again, slower this time. Vanessa. Mom and Dad are finally signing the house over to me and Tyler. Took forever to convince them Elaine doesn't deserve it. Riley. How'd you pull that off? Vanessa. Told them she's been stealing from them for years. Showed them fake bank statements. Dad cried, actually cried, when he saw how much she took. Riley. Lemau, you're evil. Genius but evil. Vanessa. Whatever. She makes 6 figures and never helps. This is payback. Plus Tyler's parents are giving us $300,000 for the down payment on our forever home. We close next month. Riley. So you're just taking her childhood home? Vanessa. It was never hers. She just paid the mortgage to look like the hero. Now she can pay rent somewhere else. There were more. Screenshots of the fake bank statements she'd photoshopped. Emails to Mom with subject lines like, Proof Elaine has been lying to you. Voice notes of Vanessa practicing her heartbroken speech. I saved everything to 3 separate drives. Then I opened my banking app, confirmed what I already knew. For the last 18 months, $4,200 had left my account every first of the month, directly to my parents' mortgage. Total, $75,600. Not one thank you, not one we appreciate you. Just accusations that I was the thief. I poured another bourbon. The fire crackled, my phone buzzed. A text from Mom, Mom, hope you're okay. We still love you. This was just best for the family. I stared at it for a long time. Then I typed back one word. Elaine? Okay. 3 dots appeared, disappeared, appeared again. Nothing came through. They were panicking. Good. I opened my laptop again and started drafting the email. Subject line, Happy Thanksgiving, a gift from Elaine. Recipients, every family member, every mutual friend, every sponsor Vanessa had lied to about her perfect family. Attachments, the text thread, the fake statements, the mortgage records with my name highlighted. I didn't send it. Not yet. Revenge is a dish best served at the exact right temperature. And tomorrow was Thanksgiving. They were expecting me to disappear, to lick my wounds, to let them win. Instead, I booked the private dining room at La Belle Étoile, the most exclusive restaurant in the state, the one with the 18-month waiting list. I'd been on the list for 2 years. Then I made one phone call to the person who hated Vanessa more than I did right now, her ex-business partner, Chloe, the one Vanessa screwed over last year. Chloe picked up on the first ring. Elaine, she said, tell me this is about revenge. I smiled into the dark. It's about justice, I said. You in? She laughed, a sharp, beautiful sound. I've been waiting for this call for 12 months. Tomorrow was going to be legendary. Thanksgiving morning. I woke up to 47 missed calls, 28 from Mom, 12 from Dad, 7 from Vanessa, all marked as spam because I'd blocked her last night. I made coffee, put on the red dress I'd bought for this exact occasion, and did my makeup like I was going to war. Soft curls, winged liner sharp enough to cut, lipstick the color of fresh blood. At 11:02 a.m., the group chat exploded. Vanessa had made one for family Thanksgiving plans. She added me back just to torture me. Vanessa. Dinner's at 4. Can't wait to show you all the nursery plans. Baby's first Thanksgiving. Mom. So excited. Elaine, hope you're doing okay, sweetie. Dad, turkey's 22 pounds this year. Mason, live streaming the whole day. 10,000 people already RSVP'd. I waited. Let them think I was broken. At 11:47, I posted a photo to my private Instagram. Just my coffee cup and the lake in the background. Caption, grateful for peace and quiet this year. Vanessa saw it immediately. Vanessa, really mature, Elaine. Elaine, enjoy the turkey. I turned my phone off. Then I drove to La Belle Étoile. The private dining room looked like a dream. Crystal chandeliers, fresh orchids everywhere. A long table set for 20. Chloe was already there, wearing black like she was attending a funeral. Vanessa's funeral. She hugged me hard. You ready? She asked. I handed her the folder. Every sponsor Vanessa had lied to. Every brand she'd ghosted after taking free product. Every collaborator she'd thrown under the bus. Chloe's eyes glittered. I brought champagne, she said. The expensive kind. At 3:30 p.m., the guests started arriving. Not my family. Influencers who'd been burned by Vanessa. Old college friends she'd bullied. The realtor who'd almost lost his license because of her lies. Even Tyler's ex-girlfriend, the one he cheated on with Vanessa. We toasted. We laughed. We told the truth for the first time in years. At 4:15, I turned my phone back on. 87 new messages. I opened the family group chat. Vanessa had posted a photo. The dining room table, my dining room table, set beautifully. Caption, first Thanksgiving in our new home. So blessed. Comments from strangers. You deserve this, queen. I took a photo of our table, 20 people raising glasses. Caption, thankful for friends who became family when blood wasn't enough. Posted it publicly. Tagged every single person in the room. Within minutes, the notifications went insane. At 4:42, Mom called. I answered on speaker so everyone could hear. Elaine, she whispered. What are you doing? Having dinner, I said calmly. You're embarrassing us. No, Mom. You embarrassed yourselves. Dad grabbed the phone. Take it down, he hissed. Now. Or what? I asked. You'll kick me out again? Silence. Then Vanessa's voice in the background. Shrill, panicked. She's lying. She's always been jealous. I smiled at Chloe. Tell them, I said loudly. Tell them about the fake statements. Mom started crying. Elaine, please. It was Vanessa's idea. We didn't know. Vanessa screamed something I couldn't make out. Then the line went dead. At 5:03, the video went live. Not mine. Chloe's. Posted to every platform. Title, The Truth About Vanessa Rose, How She Stole Her Sister's House. It had everything. The texts, the mortgage records, the fake bank statements with Photoshop artifacts circled, the voice notes. Within 20 minutes, it had 400,000 views. Sponsors started pulling out publicly, disgusted to be associated with this behavior. We stand with Elaine. Vanessa's channel lost 100,000 subscribers in an hour. I poured another glass of champagne. This wasn't even the main event. That was coming at 7 p.m. when the police showed up at the house. Because fraud is a crime, and I had filed the report this morning. 7:12 p.m. I was eating the best pumpkin pie of my life when the call came. Unknown number, I answered. Is this Elaine Harper? Yes. This is Officer Ramirez. We're at your parents' residence regarding a fraud complaint. I put him on speaker. The entire room went quiet. Go ahead, I said. We've taken statements from all parties. Vanessa Rose has admitted to creating falsified financial documents with intent to deceive her parents into transferring property. She's being detained. Someone at the table gasped. Officer Ramirez continued. Your parents have requested to speak with you. They're quite upset. I looked around the table. 20 people who'd chosen me. 20 people who showed up. Put my mother on, I said, shuffling. Then Mom's voice. Small, broken. Elaine? Hi, Mom. I'm so sorry. We didn't know. She said I know what she said. We thought we were protecting the family. You protected the wrong daughter. Silence. Then Dad, crying openly. We'll fix the deed. We'll put it back in your name. Just, please come home. I looked at the people around me. At Chloe raising her glass in silent toast, at the life I was building without them. No, I said softly. What? I don't want the house anymore. Mom sobbed. I want something else. Anything, Dad said. Anything. I want you to apologize, I said. Publicly, on Vanessa's channel. Tell the truth, all of it. They didn't hesitate. We will, Mom whispered. We'll do it tonight. And one more thing. Name it. Never contact me again unless I reach out first. Silence stretched so long I thought they'd hung up. Then Dad, voice cracking, okay. The line went dead. At 9:04 p.m., the video went up. Vanessa's channel, hijacked by my parents. Title, We Were Wrong, the full truth about our daughter, Elaine. My parents, red-eyed and shaking, reading a scripted apology, admitting everything, the manipulation, the lies, the fraud. By midnight, Vanessa's channel was gone, demonetized, terminated. Her Instagram, deleted. Tyler left her that night, took the dog and everything. The house went into escrow the next week, sold to a lovely couple with 3 kids who actually wanted it. I kept the lake house, turned it into a retreat for women who'd been betrayed by family. We host Thanksgiving every year now. 30 people around the table, laughing, healing, chosen family. The last I heard, Vanessa was living in a 1-bedroom with Tyler's ex. Karma has a sense of humor. Mom and Dad still send cards on my birthday. I don't open them. Some wounds don't need salt. They need time and peace and people who show up. What would you do if this happened to you? Tell me in the comments. Thank you for watching Revenge Cut. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tales of betrayal, justice, and redemption. Until next time, stay strong and never stop believing in your truth.